Good morning. Welcome to the Spookywoodles podcast. I'm Wendy. I'm Spookywoodles on YouTube, TikTok and Instagram, but not on Facebook. I've got one finished object for you today, 3 whips and then some February plans. So to start off with, I will show you my finished object. It's not quite finished, it still needs blocking and ends weaving in, but I'm going to class it as finished because there's no more knitting or sewing. So this is the men's v-neck sweater by Cygnet yarns, and I've made this. This was supposed to be a Christmas present for James's dad, my father-in-law, or my partner's father. It's huge because he likes it oversized. He likes his jumpers oversized. I made it in New Fashion DK, which is 100% acrylic, because that's in my budget. And what else can I say about it? It fits really well. It does fit. It fits me, so it's nice and oversized for him. And James is a couple of inches taller than him and it fits James, so it will fit. It's great. I didn't particularly enjoy the pattern, and obviously it's entirely in black yarn. The only bit of the pattern I enjoyed was the v-neck band. Doing that, I found that quite interesting, really enjoyed that, and it's the first time I've knitted a full-size sweater for a man, so that was interesting. So there's that, and now on to my whips. So if I just reach over here, my first whip is the See My Vest Chunky by Bolduan. I believe that's how you pronounce it, but if I'm wrong, I'm happy to be corrected. And it's a free download on Ravelry. I believe it's free anyway. And this again was meant to be a Christmas present, but I'm late because I was sick in December and didn't get much knitting done. So this is for my dad, and it's made with white Aran yarn held together with Patons DK, 100% acrylic, both of them again, and it's bright orange. Now initially I was supposed to be making it in just the orange, but I panicked and didn't think I'd have enough. Spoiler, I do have enough. I have 5 more balls of this left. I just don't know why I panicked. So the gauge is a bit off, but I have measured and it looks like it fits fine. So if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I will take it all apart, or if it fits me, I will wear it and make him another one. But we'll see what happens. I absolutely love holding those 2 colours together. I think it's made a lovely mild effect. And I have checked with my mum and she says she believes he'll like it. It's in the colours he likes. And I like it so much that I want one, so I'm going to make myself one. And one of my sons has also said, oh, I love that, can you make me one? So I've got 2 more of these to make in the near future. I've really enjoyed knitting the pattern. It's very, very incredibly easy and absolutely love it. So that's that one. The second one is Vanilla Socks on DPNs by Crazy Sock Lady. I've made these before. But I made a mistake with these ones and I've made them too small for me. They were supposed to be for me, but they fit my daughter and she said that she's more than happy to take them off my hands. So I've done the cuff, the leg, heel flap and gusset, and I'm now doing the foot. This is the first sock, and it's taken me a whole month to do this. I am knitting it in King Cole Norse 4-ply in the colourway Fossetti. And it's 75% wool, 25% polyamide, and I love this yarn. When I've finished these socks and ran out of this yarn, I am going to make myself a pair. I'm going to go to my local yarn shop and get another ball of this. They had loads of different colours, but I really like this one and I really want a pair of socks in this, but I didn't really want to frog and start again. So there's that. And sorry, I've just had a message come through on my phone which has distracted me. I do apologise. And this is the next one. These are the Cozy Sporty Socks by Elyse Dugal or Dugal. Please, again, correct me if I'm wrong. Again, that's a free download on Ravelry. I think they were free anyway. I will double check. If I was wrong, I will type here somewhere. And I'm making these in the Hobie Halloween sock yarn. I don't have the ball band. I've lost the ball band for these. I think the colourway was something like Witch's Love or something like that. However, I'm not 100% sure. And I've just sitting here realising that I think my phone's wonky. So I'm sorry if the angle's off, but I'm not going to change it now. Not entirely sure. I think it's Witch's Love. I love this. I absolutely love this. It's not on their website anymore because obviously it's no longer Halloween. So I'm hoping they bring it out again later this year for next Halloween because I want some more. I'd love a sweater in this. This would be really nice. So I've done the cuff and started on the legs, and these are for me. That's all my active whips. I have about 20 more whips, but I don't want to show them all because I haven't actively worked on them this week or this month. So hopefully you will see them in upcoming put my teeth back in, upcoming podcasts, hopefully, maybe as finished objects, maybe as whips further along. I'm also doing a pattern test at the minute. I am not going to speak about the pattern test, but I did want to speak about the yarn. So the yarn I have been using in various colours is the Utopia Crafts Perfect DK. And I just have to say, I absolutely love this yarn. Again, it's 100% acrylic, but it doesn't knit or feel like 100% acrylic. It feels like maybe an acrylic blend. There's not really any squeak on it. It's texturally, it's great to work with, and it crochets like butter. It's lovely. I can get quite a lot done quite quickly. It's not splitty. It's really nice, and I am thoroughly enjoying using this yarn. I will be buying some more of this yarn when I run out of my current stash because I would like it. My skin's quite happy with it as well, so I would like some sweaters or something in that. So that's it for that stuff. My next thing I would like to talk about are my plans for February. I am going to pick my notebook up because I can't read my writing from there. I've got blankets and that in the way. So my plans for February, I would like to make the Angelica cardigan. I had planned to do that for Mum for Christmas, but obviously haven't done it. She has seen the pattern or the picture of the pattern and seen the yarn that I've picked, and she's very happy with that. So I will be making that in February for her. I also want to make myself a Salty Days sweater by Kutovakika. I have wanted one ever since I first saw it when it first came out, and I just haven't got around to making it. So that is for this year, starting it next month, or this month because we're in February now. It's gone really quick. I also want to make one for my daughter because she absolutely loves it as well. I'm also planning to make a basic sweater vest for Amelia. The pattern's by Viv Crochets, and again it's free on Ravelry. I think it's a free link. You click the link and it goes to the blog, not vlog. And I would like to start a new video series this month. So I am vlogging making the 2025 Christmas presents in 2026, and I would like to finish that vlog first, finish making those. I'm hoping to have that finished before the end of February, and then I can start on my new video series that I want to do, which is a me-made wardrobe. So part of my challenge to myself this year and for the next upcoming years is to have a me-made wardrobe, which would require me to learn how to sew as well. So that is the intention for this year. I would like to learn how to sew, and I would like to make my own clothes. There are various reasons for that, which I will probably go into in the video series, in the vlog series. However, I'll just touch on that now. So obviously I'm plus size, and it is quite hard to find clothes that fit me. I am currently losing weight, but even when I wasn't overweight, even when I was thin, my body shape didn't fit into the way the shops made clothes. So it was always very hard for me to find clothes in my style that I like that fit me well. And as a result of that, even as a child, my nanny made me a lot of clothes that fit really nice. As a teenager, I had to be really choosy. I was very alternative as a teenager, and I did interfere with clothes, cut things off and stitch things. But I haven't done sewing since I was a teenager, so I really need to do that. That was my way around it, to get things to fit me in the style that I liked, in the way that I liked. And having children, having had 3 children, my body shape has changed, my body is different, and while I'm losing weight, it's still going to be very different. And I found it difficult in the last sort of 10 years. My focus has been on my children, not how I looked, not what I was doing with myself, which again led to the weight gain, if I'm being honest, and led to the body shape changes, and I've sort of lost who I am. And I don't by no means do I blame the kids. I do not blame the kids. It is a blessing and an absolute privilege to have children. But I do think now that they're a bit older and they don't need me to be so hands-on all the time, that I would like to explore who I am again and find things that I am happy with and that bring me happiness, instead of just wearing what's there, what fits, what's available. I'd like to redevelop my style, whether it is the same as before I had kids or whether that style is vastly different. I do not know yet. I've seen a lot of things that I really like, but then it's whether I like them on me, whether I like what I'm doing, what I'm looking at, what I'm feeling, texture wise and everything like that. I would like to explore that more this year. Now they're a bit older and I'm not so hands-on, they can do a lot of things independently now. I have an 11-year-old and 2 10-year-olds. My 11-year-old will be starting high school in September, and they're a lot more independent than they were. By all means, I obviously still cook for them and I clean the house, and you know, I buy their clothes and I make sure their clothes are clean and things like that, but they don't need me helicopter parenting, if you know what I mean. They don't need me there all the time. They know I'm here. If they need me, they know they can come to me, but they do a lot of stuff on their own now, so I have a little bit more free time now, and I feel like I want to find out who I am now. So yeah, there is that. Plus I have a daughter who is very tall. She's 10 and she's the same height as me. I'm 5'5", she's 5'5", and honestly she towers over a lot of people in her year, and it is very difficult because of how sizes work in shops. Again, it's very difficult to find things that fit her both in the waist and the leg. So if I can learn how to do that, and she has her style, her clothing style, she's extremely, incredibly girly, and she's getting quite frustrated that clothes that fit her here don't fit her in length. So dresses that we buy her, they come up very short because of how long her legs are and how tall she is, and she's getting a bit fed up with that because she's just getting taller and taller every day, and she's growing out of things very quickly. So I would like to try and make things, and she has asked me to make her some things that fit her properly and nicely, and I don't want to let her down, so I would like to develop those skills to help her with that, especially if she's going to be as tall as her father. Her father is 6'6", 6'7", and she's gonna struggle. She's gonna struggle, you know. I mean, when I was younger, I was tall for my age. I was tall all the way through middle school, but then I just stopped growing and everyone shot up past me. So I got to 5'5" really young. I think I was about 10, 11 as well, and then everyone else just shot up past me in high school, and I just stayed at 5'5", stayed very short. So she might do that, she might take after me, but her build is more like her father's height-wise. So I would like to either learn to be able to adjust things to fit her, or to make things, because she has a very specific style and it's really difficult to find things in the shops at a affordable price in her style. So, and she loves clothes. She loves clothes. she's a very girly girl. She's very into everything girly, and there's nothing wrong with that. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. I just want to be able to accommodate that. And then I also have one of my sons doesn't really care what he wears or anything. I've got one that really likes brands and things like that, because he places a high value on those, because other people in his school does. And so he doesn't really ask for hand knitted things or handmade stuff, because his group doesn't value that. So that's a little bit tricky with him. But then I have another one who is quite alternative, like I was as a child and teenager, and he loves handmade things. He loves handmade alternative things that look like have skulls all over them, and orange and yellow and blacks, and he just loves all that sort of style as well. So he quite often asks me to make him things as well. So that's why I wanted to incorporate that in a video series. So it's not just a me made wardrobe, it's a me made household, really, because they all want things as well. And I know I'm only one person, I can only make so much, but I also like to sell things. I'm going back to selling scrunchies, which I used to sell and I stopped. And to be quite honest, I miss making the scrunchies, and I'm at my scrunchie capacity for my house, so I would like to make some and sell them as well. So those are my plans. Those are my plans for February, stretch goals for the year. We will see how that develops. I am not a professional videographer. No, a film person. I'm not a professional film person. No, I don't know what I'm doing with recordings and stuff. That is something that I need to develop this year as well. Mostly it's just me sitting in front of my iPhone, and I don't really edit it. I'm just like, oh, if I can get it all in one go, then perfect. I can just then upload it, and that's fine. That is my aim all the time. I aim for simplicity. It very rarely happens, but that is what I aim for. But my vlogs is I just bring you about my day while I'm making these things, or just show you updated on one, instead of trying to upload every day with a little tiny video. Film these videos, edit them together, and upload it maybe once a week, depending on how long it takes me to make things. My children's stuff only take like a day, maybe 2 days. If I'm making hats and things, it doesn't take very long, but maybe a weekly vlog. I'm hoping it's either going to be weekly or fortnightly, depending on how quickly I make stuff. And I still would like to do a monthly podcast with the other stuff that I make that I don't vlog, basically, because I'm not going to vlog every single thing that I stitch. I also want to do some book content this year as well, because I'm doing the Goodreads challenge. I meant to film it last year and do it, but I want to do it this year and talk about the books, because I don't really have anyone to talk to about books, yarn, crochet, knitting and sewing. That I don't have those people in my circle. My circle is very small, and that's another thing I want to challenge myself to this year. I would like to make some yarny, crafty friends and booky friends, fellow readers, people who enjoy reading. So, and I feel like the biggest way I can do that is on here and trying to join some craft groups, but I have crippling social anxiety. I am so awkward in front of people in person. I mean, I'm awkward on here, but I times that by a million in person. I'm so awkward, and I find it really difficult to talk to people. There has been a few knit and natters that I really wanted to go to, and I've inquired about and then not gone because I'm too anxious and scared. And I mean, the worst they can do is not like me, but it just, you know, it's scary putting yourself out there again, especially when you've spent the majority of your life at home, or the majority of the last decade at home with your little family in your little bubble, not really involving other people. To then, it's incredibly scary to then try and bring other people in. So those are the few challenges for myself this year. I'm going to finish that there because this is already 20 minutes long. Is it 20 or 28? It's 20, I think it's 20. 20 minutes long. So I'm going to go there. Thank you if you have stayed this long and endured all my waffle and only a few items to show. I haven't done acquisitions because I know I've bought some things, but I can't remember what I've bought. So this was it, and if you like it, like, subscribe, all that jazz, and hopefully I'll see you again in the next one. Have a good day, a good week, a good month, and a good year.